All right, if you're just like everybody else and you get confused by Google Analytics, don't worry, we're going past the homepage today, but I'm just going to show you my 3 favorite views and some of the information you can find in those. So stick around. We're gonna play around in here today. I'm just gonna show you, this is just my website, so I'm just gonna start going over some of the data in here. I do not get a lot of traffic to my personal website because I do not push a lot of traffic to my personal website. So I'm going to make sure that we have enough data in here, and I'm just going to pick the last quarter and apply it. So this is one thing too, people jump in here and they start working with their data and they won't ever look at the date range. Make sure you're looking at the date range. By default, Google is showing you the last 7 days. So we don't really want that, especially in this case when I don't get a lot of traffic to my website. All right, first thing is first, acquisition, source medium, all traffic. Here you're going to see exactly what channels are bringing traffic to your website. And a little more granular than you might be used to if you're only looking at channels, because this is going to tell you the source and the medium. So if it's referral, it might be /Twitter, or it might be organic, and it might be organic /Bing. So you can see that you're actually getting a lot of your organic traffic from Bing as opposed to maybe Google or Yahoo. I really like to look in here because I personally use a lot of UTM codes. That's something that we'll cover in another video, but UTM codes show up your source and medium here. So if you're running a specific campaign, you can know exactly how that traffic is doing on your website. I also like to filter this view down by adding the second dimension of landing page, because this gives me a better idea of exactly how somebody got to my website. So if for some reason I forget to put a UTM code in my Twitter post, then I can see if they're going from a Twitter, if it's a referral from Twitter, and if that referral is going to my homepage because they went to my profile and looked for my website and came to my website from there. So this is a really great view just to get a good idea of where your traffic is coming from and how traffic from specific channels is performing. All right, next up, let's talk about behavior flow. That's pretty much most analysts' favorite view. So you just go to behavior and then behavior flow, and you'll get this beautiful flow chart, and it shows you exactly how people are going through your site. It is automatically sorted by landing page, but you can change that to whatever you want it to be. That source medium, again, that's something that I really enjoy, seeing where people are coming from, and if they come from a specific place, how they flow through their website accordingly, because remember, every channel has a different audience. So that's always a good thing to look at too. But the landing pages, it's really nice to see people, how they go through the website. But it's also really nice to see, I like to do kind of a reverse view where I put in anybody that's converted, I apply that segment, and then I see what pages are people looking at before they convert most of the time. A lot of times we see things that we wouldn't quite expect, like a lot of people actually going to the About Us page, or maybe they want to know exactly how your product works. But definitely take note of those. What information is specifically showing up on those pages that people might find very valuable and be willing to convert afterwards? Especially if you actually have a landing page that isn't converting well, take some of the information from those pages and put it on your landing page, and you might just see better results. Last but not least, behavior, site content, landing pages. Specifically, I'd like to go to this view and then add in the second dimension of exit pages. So just like the behavior flow gives us a lot of information as to how people are getting to the site, how they interact with the site afterwards, it's a good visual. However, if you really want something to feel concrete, I do this when there are really high bounce rates, especially. I like to go to the landing page, put in or the landing page view, put in that secondary dimension, and you'll see just how many people are exiting from the exact page that they show up. But you'll also see the pages where you lose people, right? So you might see something come up over and over again. It might just be that checkout page. It might be your pricing page. You know, these are things to be aware of, because if you see the same page showing up over and over again as an exit page, it is a good indicator that the content needs to change. Either it's not compelling enough, or you're saying or doing something that makes you lose people right there. So definitely be looking at this view and see, you know, the percentage of people that are exiting from specific pages. This is also really good if you're running campaigns and you send specific people to certain landing pages. Then you can see where those people are dropping off, maybe where you're losing them. That's all I've got for this video. I'm Brie E Anderson, and I'll see you soon.